Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back to Ironclad RC. We got the Sonicwake V2 on the block. Alright, today we're going to be upgrading the remote. Okay, it comes with this SLT3 remote. It's a decent remote. It's got quick speeds. Haven't had an issue with range. It's got throttle trims, throttle rates, throttle reversing, 50, 75, 100. It's a good remote. It's good. So we're going to be upgrading it to the Dx5 Rugged. The Dx5 Rugged actually holds 25 different models. It holds 25 different models, and if you're anything like me, you've got a lot of remotes laying around. The Dx5 Rugged or the Pro will solve a lot of that issue. Okay. Also with the Dx5 Rugged or Pro, paired with the Spektrum Firma ESC and Spektrum Smart batteries, you'll get telemetry capabilities. That's real-time readouts on your LCD screen here. Okay. You'll have current, voltage, ESC temp, mAh consumed, speed, a lot. You get a lot of options, a lot of real-time data readout while you're running the boat. So it's a great upgrade. And the nice thing about it is the boat comes with a Spektrum SR315 receiver already in the boat. So basically all you have to do is bind your remote. Boom. Okay. The nice thing about telemetry with a boat, you're out in the pond, you're running your boat, it's going to give you alarms, low battery, low voltage alarms. You can check your temps, everything. So stick around if you're interested in how to bind and what type of telemetry capabilities the boat will have once you've binded up an upgraded remote. So stick around. Big B here with Ironclad RC. Let's get to it, you guys. Let's get to it. With the SLT3 remote, okay, this remote doesn't have any type of alarm on it, unlike the Spektrum Dx3 that came with the Blackjack 42. Okay, this had alarms, battery alarms. It tells you your battery level. Right now, with the stock remote, to check my battery voltage, to make sure I don't over discharge my batteries, I would use this little battery checker. Okay, and that's all great and good, but you have to actually take the boat out the water, take the lid off, plug it into the balance leads there to get your voltage. All right, so we're going to use the Dx5 to do all that from now on. Okay, so what we got to do, I'm going to show you the full process. All right, so bear with me. So what we need to do is go into our menu here, okay, and go to model select, add new. Okay, select that. All right, and then it's going to ask you to create a new model. We're going to go down to create model. All right, then we're going to go back to the main screen, and you'll see here that it has new model. All right, so once you got new model that appears on this screen, we'll hold the OK button down, go down to model name. All right, and we're going to actually put in the model name. Okay, so gotta scroll down over. All right, I'm using Sonic V2 as my model name. Okay, so basically you can exit out of that and you can see that you got Sonic V2 on your main screen here. Okay, so now we need to start the binding procedure. All right, so you hold OK, go to your main menu, go down to bind. All right, select it. All right, 11 milliseconds, go down, get ready to bind. All right, you got that prepped up. Okay, we got the radio box open, the batteries are plugged in, turn the boat on, hold down the bind button until you see the light blinking. Okay, and then we're gonna start the binding process. All right, you'll see that it's binding, and then we'll actually do a manual calibration. All right, it's binded. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is how you do it. This is how I calibrate my boat. Whenever you go to calibrate, it's basically every time I do it, my motor winds up full RPM, and so basically once I go into calibrate, you need to go full trigger, and then full reverse, and then full right, full left. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Okay. Full trigger, full reverse. Okay, full right, full left. All right, so now we got our steering calibrated. Okay, so we're going to save that, and our throttle's calibrated. We're going to save it. Make sure you got your boat sitting on something. Make sure there's nothing around the propeller back here that's going to get hung up, fingers, etc. Okay, it's probably smart to take the propeller off before you calibrate. Every time I do that, it goes crazy. So there might be a different way to do it, but that's how I do it so far. All right, so let's make sure we got power, reverse. All right, so we've got to actually reverse our steering. Okay, so we're going to go to the main menu here, go to reverse. Okay, and steering reversed. All right, so that's, yep, that's right. All right, so we're going to exit out of that. So now that we have our SR315 bonded with our Dx5 rugged, we've got the servo reversed. Okay, we've got our calibration finished. We need to check our endpoints on our servo, make sure that we're not going to be overworking our servo. Basically, going to set the travel. All right, I'm going to set my travel. I've got it set for 101 and 113. So 101 is our right turn. It's just like an RC car. If you don't set your endpoints, you'll overwork the servo and possibly burn it up. Okay, so when you're checking that, you basically just want to go right, full right. Make sure your servo's not like moving on its mount right there. You full left, same deal. You can listen to it. If it's overworking itself or the endpoints are set too high, it'll actually bottom out and you'll see the servo move on the block. So what you do is you just go to your travel, set your travel. I'm gonna go up to 120 so you guys can see what it looks like if it's over extending itself. Alright, so you see how the servo's moving in the servo mount? You can hear it. Okay, if you hear that or see that, then that means you got basically full throw on your rudder, and you need to back off on your travel. So we're going to back off on it to about 105. Alright, 105 there, and that's still a little bit too high. We're going to go down to 100. Alright, that's perfect. That's perfect right there. Alright, it's not overthrowing it. It's not going to burn our servo up. So now let's take a look at the telemetry capabilities, and I'll kind of go through it briefly, kind of show you guys what to expect with your telemetry. So we're going to exit out of this, go to this screen right here, Sonicwake V2. Alright, with my remote, I've got it set, so I just go scroll down. Alright, and it's going to take me to my telemetry. It gives you current, okay, real-time current draw. So that's real-time current draw, okay? When you're in the water, that current draw is going to be much more, okay? The propeller is going to be loaded up, underway, and you'll see a lot more current draw, okay? Looks like I've done 4.4 amps max so far, just kind of throttling the boat up, okay? Temperature, 84 degrees on the ESC, all right? You could set this for minimum and maximum. If it reaches a maximum temperature, it'll give you a temperature alarm, which is really nice to have. All right, I'm gonna scroll down. All right, it's gonna take us to our next screen. Telemetry. We got 22.7 volts. All right, RPM. So I'm gonna pull the trigger here. You guys can see the real-time RPM. That's freaking awesome. All right, that's cool, man. That's cool. Maximum, I was kind of Doing some blips there. My maximum RPM 4,916 RPM. So that's pretty cool, man. That's freaking awesome. We're going to go back up here. This is like ESC readouts. Okay, RPM here as well. It's like your main screen, I guess. 6% throttle. 9%, 6%. All right. Gives you your temperature and everything. All right, I think you can program these guys right here in as well. I'm still learning this remote. It's a learning experience every time I pick this thing up, and it's really cool. I told you guys my batteries weren't all the way balanced. Well, they're balanced, but they're not charged. Okay, I basically have them at storage charge, showing you guys this. 3.77 volts per cell. All right, gives you your battery temperature as well. 2 packs. All right. Okay, that's pack 1, 378, pack 2, 377. All right, so it'll also tell you imbalance. Okay, 16 millivolts imbalanced consumed. Since I've been kind of throttling up, we've consumed 3,019 milliamp. It tells you all that stuff. It's really, really neat. Okay, this right here is motor. How many amps the motor's pulled. Real time, okay? It tells you your temperature, real time, okay? And that's basically it. Now, there's a few more screens that you can pull up. You have to go through your manual here, and you can add screens, take screens away for your telemetry, okay, to kind of customize it and make it your own. Like I said, I've only had this remote maybe a few months. I've actually upgraded the remote. This is a Mad Lizard drop down. All right, the steering wheel was right here. Mad Lizard actually offers a drop down. He actually customized it, personalized it for me with my channel name. That's really cool. All right, so this remote's got like a little storage compartment back here. I like to kind of keep little propellers in. That's pretty neat. It'll also house the wrenches. You know, the next time we take this boat out, I'm going to take this boat and the Blackjack 42. The Blackjack 42 I have binded up with this remote. I'll show you all the models I have. I got my rigger, my Blackjack 42, the V1, the UL19 Sonicwake, okay, the V2. We'll take the Blackjack 42 out because it has a firmer ESC as well, and we'll kind of play around with telemetry on the water. You know, I've been meaning to take my 42 out, just put trim tabs on it, so we'll kind of do a 2-in-1 deal next video. So that's basically how you do it. Kind of highlighted some of the telemetry capabilities that the remote has with this boat. It's definitely an upgrade from the V1 with the ESC. All right, I really would love to see ProBoat come out with like a 60, a 90, especially a 30. I would love to get a 30. This ESC is freaking awesome. For my little boats, this little Dynamite 30 is freaking amazing. I would love to see Spektrum Spektrum Marine 30, you know, with telemetry for my little boats. Man, that would be like really cool. That would be really cool. Yeah, you guys, yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. All right, I know it's a long video. I wanted to show you guys how to get telemetry on your Sonicwake V2 with the Spektrum Smart ESC. All right, any boat, you could throw a Spektrum Smart ESC in any boat. All right, it's going to be an asset. Okay, bind it up with a Dx5 Rugged or Pro. It's going to be an asset. You're out there on the pond. It's super easy to over discharge your batteries. And sometimes when these boats, they go into LVC shut, you know, it cuts off for a few seconds to let you know to come in. Sometimes you don't realize it. All right, with the telemetry on your remote, it's going to basically, what I'm trying to say, it's going to save you some money in the long run over discharging batteries. It's easy to do. It's easy to do, and it's really cool to see all the readouts that you have available on your remote, like right here, real time. You know, so I'll have a link in the description for the Dx5 Rugged. I'll have a link for the V2 here. I'll also throw in a link for the Spektrum Smart ESC, and maybe I'll have a link for a couple spare SR515, 315 receivers. Make your life a little easier. Okay. I'll even include a couple batteries in the description as well. So I appreciate you guys watching. I hope this helped you out with your boat. You know, it's going to be an asset. It really is. You got more options than I've actually showed you guys. I mean, I just barely even like scratched the freaking surface with this Dx5 Rugged. Okay, so we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Big B with Ironclad RC, channel where we tinker, test, and tune everything RC.